All right, so okay. Um, back on the charts and looking at we're starting on GA, looking at gold. So earlier I was analyzing a bit, and where did we leave off? We left off on price pushing above this area here, somewhere here, I'm pretty sure, and price tanked. It just dropped. And if we look on the far hour, we see the strong close below the um below the mid level on the 4 hour time frame. Strong close. We see price push down. Lower high here. And continues pushing down. Breaks below the low here. Continues pushing down. We're not looking for entries here. We're looking for entries probably here or this area here, where price previous or previously made structure. And we see price come down, and there's a lot of lines here. Can't lie. Just have that. That's way better. Okay, so we see price come down, and it comes back to this area where price respected this area where price respected this resistance area, and then price came down, tapped it, created a lower high here, and then continued pushing down. I also saw the Fibonacci here too. There's 50%, but we could remove this for now. It's pretty visible. But I saw this and I was like, this is a realistic entry. Like, I would enter here. Realistically, probably, but yeah, this would be the perfect entry. See the break below the low. See the moving average crossover confirmation. This is a good trade. This is a great entry. Enter here, stop loss here, here. And price has wiggle room with our stop loss, and could move. But I just wanted to keep this on here and just see how the trade would have played out. And we're seeing it's working out pretty good. We do see price coming down again, and probably retesting the 2900 again before dropping a little bit more. We saw this strong rejection off of this area here, which was the previous low. So realistically, would want to have our stop loss like right above this area. We wouldn't want to have too much risk put on this trade because price did reject off of a pretty substantial area. We see this huge rejection here. It's huge, not huge, but pretty good rejection here and rejection here. So we want to be careful. But we also do see the moving average crossover already. Lower highs, we see structure being broken with this higher low. Yeah, we can consider that. But we see structure being broken, so we could be confident price is pushing down. We'll have our stop loss a little bit above here just so it could tap around and have fun. But we wouldn't want it to be still here and then price just double bottoms here. Boom, 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 and just stops us out. So you want to be a little strict, and if price gets above here, we're out of that trade. But yeah, that's basically it for gold for now. Would have an alert here, so we see if price gets back to this area, and have an alert probably just this area here, because I wouldn't constitute this huge wick as structure, because it's I gotta wait until it breaks this area down here for it to be considered a break of a low. Nah, I'd consider this. So there's probably some fundamentals involved, so I wouldn't consider this whole move. But this I would. But we're just looking for price to get here and around this area here. I guess that was about probably just somewhere here. So we're good to see. And when price gets on here, move our stop loss right here, and just minimize risk. After we see a strong break though. So GA, I did enter for, not enter, but simulate a trade I would have entered here. Saw price break above the trend line, and then it broke above the 1.975 area and retested here. It retested here, and I entered here amidst of this break, but it did break above the high, so higher low, so high. So we were waiting for a break above here, and I got that, and I entered, and price just instantly pushed down and bounced back down to the 1.975. But I still have my stop loss below structure, so I'm either gonna let my stop loss get hit or my take profit get hit. Should probably keep that same philosophy with this setup of this here, same philosophy. But yeah, either take profit or stop loss. It's either one of those two. And if our stop loss gets hit, then we're just gonna have alerts probably down here and up here again where we entered originally. Take profit was at the previous lower high. Yeah, we saw price creating some strong structure. So price probably is going to create just something stronger for us to enter off of. But the fact that it broke above the 1.975 and retested it does tell me that, or it did tell me that price was going to push up. But don't really know. We could just see. Price probably stopped us out here, so just close that and have an alert here and an alert probably down here, so we could just wait for either or. That. So just wait for either or and see what happens. But actually, let's see. I am pretty bullish, but I think price does need to give us a little bit more structure for us to enter. So probably a Fibonacci and just retrace a little bit down here and then push up. So or this could be a push down. It would push down, retest, and then push down. So just learn about here. AU finally broke through this little consolidation range, or this high. I wanted to see it break through. I don't know why I grabbed the brush, but it broke through this. So now we could begin looking for entries, I guess. But I do want to see we see the moving average slowly crossing over. But honestly, either would want to see a pretty strong retest of this area and then push up, or a breakthrough of this area and then retest and push up. But it's going to be a pretty slow wait for AU for any entries. But that's really it. Again, yeah, with GA, don't want to make the same mistake. We do see pretty bearish structure here. We haven't seen. Price could just be creating a lower high, for all we know, because the price came down. You could count these, I guess. Lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower highs, and then price came down, lower high, and this was the last lower high. So realistically, price still isn't in downtrend. We don't really need to be looking for buys here, because price hasn't broken through this high. So not gonna make the same mistake. I'm gonna take both accounts in and just consider this for what it is. We could see a breakthrough, low retest, or just off this right here. We see the moving average crossover, triple top, enter here, pretty late entry, but sometimes you're gonna get late entries, sometimes you're gonna get good entries. But enter down here again as we had it, and if we do see a break above, then we see a break above. But trading with this trend, going to keep that in mind. I should probably like write down my analyses for these pairs. But yeah, this is literally just a lower high. Honestly, don't need to think it's gonna break complete structure, but you know, I'm probably gonna delete this trend line too and just see structure. Well, yeah, that's really it for these pairs. Gold, moving pretty crazy, but yeah, probably I would keep my stop loss where it is, but considering the volatility of price, I don't want it to just wick all the way up and just push up because we saw this huge spike down out of nowhere. Then again, I haven't been keeping up with fundamentals, which is no one's fault but mine. So I'm gonna let the trade be. Um, y'all have a good rest of your days. We'll chat tomorrow. Yeah, that's it for these pairs.